Did you know that nearly 75% of women over the age of 50 regularly wake up in the middle of the night due to feelings of heat, dampness, and discomfort? According to the National Institute on Aging, this condition not only disrupts sleep, but also affects mental health, memory, and even age-related physiological function. Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a women's health expert with over 20 years of experience in the United States, has deeply studied the changes that occur during perimenopause and menopause. She explains that there is a very simple trick that most people overlook. It involves using a pillow in a specific way to calm the nervous system, stabilize the body's temperature sensation, and help you return to restful sleep. Even as your body goes through many internal changes, if you have ever tossed and turned all night and wondered why sleep is becoming more and more elusive, this video is made for you. If you are over 50, watch this video until the end. It may change the way you care for your health every day. Let us know in the comments which country you are watching this video from. Try to recall a recent night. You went to bed in peace, but around 2 or 3 in the morning, you suddenly woke up. Your body was not cold and not exactly hot either, but your pillow felt damp. The back of your neck was sticky, and it felt as if a strange wave of heat had just passed through. No matter how you shifted, you could not fall back asleep like before. The longer you lay still, the more restless you became. This is not just poor sleep. It is a signal from within your body telling you that it is time to pay closer attention to your physiological health after the age of 50. Waking up in the middle of the night is not uncommon. Many women have thought it was just due to stress or going to bed late, but in reality, it is a biological response closely tied to hormonal changes during perimenopause and menopause. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, as you enter midlife, the hypothalamus in the brain, the area that controls body temperature, begins to function less steadily due to the decline in female hormones. Even a small change in temperature or environment can cause the nervous system to overreact, triggering sudden heat, sweating, and unexpected waking. This feeling does not come from a bad dream. It is a real reflex from inside your body. More concerning, waking up like this does not just leave you tired the next morning. If it continues, it can deeply reduce sleep quality, weaken the immune system, impair nerve fonction, and even affect urinary health, an important but often overlooked issue for older women. From years of working with women over 50, I have noticed one thing in common. Most of them believe they must accept these nights as a normal part of aging, but that is not entirely true. Your body is still capable of deep, restorative, and comfortable sleep if you know how to respond to those biological signals at the right time and in the right way. And the interesting part is, it can all begin with one small detail: the pillow you use every night. Yes, that very pillow, if adjusted properly, can become a tool to help regulate your temperature sensation and support deep, uninterrupted sleep. We will explore this more deeply in the next section. When we talk about sleep, we often think of the mattress, the bedding, or a warm glass of milk before bed, but very few people pay attention to one seemingly ordinary detail: the pillow. Dr. Mary Claire Haver has shared that the pillow is not just something that supports the neck. It is also a key point of contact between the nervous system and the body's temperature perception, especially for women over 50, when the hypothalamus in the brain becomes more sensitive to temperature. Gently cooling the neck and upper back can help calm the entire nervous system. It sends a signal of safety to the brain, allowing the body to enter a deeper state of rest. According to a study published in the Journal of Urology, lowering the temperature around the head by about 1 to 2 degrees below the average body temperature can help stabilize the sleep cycle and reduce overstimulation of the body's temperature regulation center. This is especially helpful in preventing night sweats and nighttime urination, two common factors that often disrupt sleep for women in midlife. You do not need to invest in complicated devices or redesign your entire bedroom. Just apply a few simple tips with the pillow you already have. You can place a cooling gel pack inside your pillowcase about 30 minutes before going to bed. This helps the pillow stay pleasantly cool for a large portion of the night. In addition, some pillows are specially designed with natural bamboo fibers, which are breathable and excellent at regulating temperature. Many women in the United States have described these products as a small gift with a big impact on their midlife sleep. Another tip is to spray a small amount of cooling peppermint or lavender essence onto your pillow before bed. These gentle scents not only help relax the mind, but also activate the parasympathetic response, which slows the heartbeat and helps the body feel safe enough to enter a restorative state. Why emphasize the parasympathetic response? Because it is the body's natural rest and restore mode. When the nervous system senses a cool head, a calming scent, and gentle pressure from the pillow, it receives a signal that the environment is stable and safe. This calms internal heat, relaxes the muscles, and reduces stimulation to the bladder. This is why some women, after trying this method, have shared that they finally slept through the night after months of tossing, turning, and waking repeatedly. And the best part is, you can begin tonight. All it takes is a pillow, a cooling gel pack, and the belief that your body is still capable of healing as long as you give it the chance to settle. When you lose sleep for just one night, your body feels tired the next day. But if that happens several times a week over many months, your internal systems begin to change silently. And those changes are not just about energy or mood. They directly affect your physiological health and the function of organs involved in elimination, hormone regulation, and tissue repair. After the age of 50, hormone levels in women naturally begin to decline. These changes affect the hypothalamus in the brain, making the nervous system more sensitive to stress and sleep disruption. What is especially important is that the pelvic organs and urinary system also become more sensitive in a similar way. You may notice this through a very common sign: waking up in the middle of the night with the urge to urinate, even if you did not drink much water before bed. According to data from the American Urological Association, more than half of women in midlife have experienced nighttime urination, which seriously impacts the quality of sleep and the sense of recovery in the morning. When you wake up to use the bathroom at night, the nervous system has to become active again. And once activated, it becomes difficult to return to a deep state of relaxation. In addition, the lack of deep sleep also affects the functioning of the endocrine glands. These glands need rest during sleep in order to regenerate and produce hormones that help stabilize mood, balance physiological functions, and support metabolism. When this process is interrupted continuously, you may feel your body losing strength, your mood becoming unstable, your memory fading, and your vitality decreasing. This does not mean you have to accept the situation as an unavoidable part of aging. On the contrary, by improving the quality of your sleep, you can actively support your body in naturally restoring its vitality. Deep sleep does not only soothe the emotions, it also helps restore control of the urinary sphincter, regulate body temperature, and support the regeneration of soft tissue in the pelvic area. Dr. Abraham Morgan Taylor, a well-known expert in the United States on aging and physiological health, once said that taking proper care of your sleep after the age of 50 is the fastest way to restore hormonal balance and improve quality of life. You do not need to turn to complicated solutions. Just begin by allowing your body to sleep more deeply each night. And the miracles will gradually unfold from within. In the next section, we will explore the common mistakes that make the body feel overheated and make it harder to sleep at night. Many people do not realize that they are repeating these habits every evening. Many people believe that sleep is simply about the bed and the blanket, but in reality, many seemingly small habits throughout the day quietly contribute to prolonged sleeplessness. This is especially true for women over the age of 50. As the body becomes more sensitive to every environmental trigger, One of the most common mistakes is consuming inappropriate foods and drinks. In the late afternoon or evening, coffee, strong tea, chocolate, or spicy foods are often consumed without realizing they are strong stimulants for the central nervous system. When the body receives such activating signals late in the day, the hypothalamus responds by boosting metabolic activity. As a result, the internal body temperature rises, leading to restlessness, hot flashes, and interference with the ability to enter deep sleep. Another mistake is not paying attention to the materials of pillows and blankets. Many types of pillows or mattresses retain too much heat and lack breathability, increasing humidity and temperature around the neck and shoulders. This is especially important for women in midlife whose bodies are gradually losing the ability to regulate temperature as efficiently as before. If you often wake up with a damp pillow soaked in sweat, that is a clear sign your body is overheating during the night. The air quality in the bedroom is also a commonly overlooked factor. If the room is too sealed, lacks airflow, or uses bright lighting before bedtime, the body may be mildly but continuously stimulated. These subtle triggers might not be noticeable at first, but they silently disrupt the natural cycle of melatonin, the hormone that signals the body it is time to sleep. In addition, many people have the habit of using their phones or watching television right before bed. The blue light from screens confuses the brain into thinking it is still daytime and delays the production of melatonin. This is one of the most common causes of difficulty falling asleep, shallow sleep, and fragmented rest. Another important factor is the absence of a proper wind down period before bedtime. The body needs a clear signal to understand that it is time to rest. If you go to bed immediately after intense work, an argument, or exposure to negative information, the nervous system remains in a heightened state of alert. In that condition, it is very difficult to achieve the calmness needed to enter deep sleep. The good news is, once you become aware of these habits and begin adjusting just a few small things throughout your day, your body will start to respond positively, and that becomes the first step toward a softer, deeper, and more restorative night's sleep. In the next section, we will explore simple lifestyle changes you can start tonight to support your sleep, balance your hormonal function, and bring greater peace to your midlife body. The body of a woman over 50 does not need anything grand to become healthier. Sometimes just one small adjustment in daily habits is enough to create a big change. And when it comes to sleep, everything does not have to begin with medication or advanced devices. It can start with the simple choices you make each day. First, you can adjust your evening meals to be lighter and easier to digest. Foods with naturally cooling properties, such as cooked oats, steamed green vegetables, warm almond milk, or pumpkin porridge can help soothe the body after a long day. Avoid dishes that are too spicy, greasy, or overly sweet, as they tend to raise internal heat and lead to restless sleep. Second, your sleeping space should be set up as a place where the body truly rests. This means keeping the bedroom quiet, well ventilated, and softly lit. The ideal temperature should range between 22 and 24 degrees Celsius. You can also place a lavender spray or a small pouch of dried herbs under the pillow to create a natural calming effect. A simple but highly effective habit is deep breathing for 5 minutes before bed. Place one hand on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose. Feel the air entering your body. Hold for a few seconds, then exhale gently through your mouth. This habit activates the parasympathetic nervous system and sends a signal to the brain that it is time to relax. In the evening, you can also take a moment to write down 3 things you are grateful for that day. This not only lightens your mind, but also helps release quietly accumulated emotions. Emotional release is an important part of allowing sleep to come more easily. And finally, do not forget gentle movement during the day. Just 15 minutes of walking after dinner or a few simple yoga poses before bed can help improve circulation, warm the body, and prepare you for deep rest. These small changes do not require you to overhaul your life, but if practiced regularly, they will help you restore your natural rhythm, renew your vitality, and bring back a sense of peace from within. We have just walked through a journey that may seem simple on the surface, but is filled with deep insights from understanding why your body wakes up in the middle of the night, to how the pillow you sleep on can affect your nervous system, then expanding into common mistakes and small lifestyle adjustments. All of these point to one shared goal, that is to help you restore deep sleep, and through that, support your physiological health and urinary function naturally and sustainably after the age of 50. You do not need to change everything all at once. Just start with one small action tonight. It could be placing a cooling gel pack inside your pillow, or choosing a lighter dinner, or simply turning off your phone an hour earlier and taking a few minutes to breathe deeply before bed. These little things, when repeated daily, become the foundation that helps you reclaim peace and vitality from within. Turning 50 is not the end. It is an invitation to begin a new chapter with more awareness, intention, and self-love, and you deserve restful sleep, a lighter spirit, and a healthier body. If you found today's content helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together. In upcoming videos, we will share more about nutrition, gentle exercises, and herbs that support sleep and hormone balance in midlife. Which type of pillow from today's suggestions are you using? Share in the comments so others can learn from your experience. And if you are caring for your mother, aunt, or a loved one over 60, please share this video with them. It may be a quiet but deeply loving gift